Wally's rules. Look.
That's right. Good morning, everyone. We're going to go over our classroom rules before we begin.
We don't really need a lot this time today.
All right.
Yeah, probably.
Are you ready? Okay. Good morning, my friends. Yesterday we had some very special visitors in our class, and they helped us to remember our classroom rules. Remember? What do our classroom rules do for us? Do they help keep our friends safe?
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. They do. So we're going to practice them together. Are you ready? We're going to say rule number 1. Ready? Keep your hands to yourself. Good work. Rule number 2. Ready? Raise your hand quietly. Really good. Rule number 3. Use your listening ears. Rule number 4. Use your inside voice. Good. And what's next? Remember? Number what? 5. Rule number 5. Remember, put your hands up like this. Use your walking feet. That's how we stay safe in our classroom. My friends, that was excellent. Can we give ourselves a big round of applause? That was really, really, really good. All right, we're going to sing our good morning song. Are you ready? Where is Naudon? Where is Naudon? Please stand up. Please stand up. Give a little wave. Give a little spin. Thank you. Please sit down. Please sit down. Silly Naudon. Where is Killian? Where is Killian? Please stand up. Please stand up. Give a little wave. Give a little spin. Please sit down. Please sit down. All right, ready? We're going to whisper. Where is Dixon? Where is Dixon? Please stand up. Please stand up. Give a little wave. Give a little spin. Please sit down. Please sit down. Okay, we're going to sing this one just a little bit louder. Ready? Where is Cooper? Where is Cooper? Please stand up. Stand up. Please stand up. Give a little wave. Give a little spin. Please sit down. Please sit down. Beautiful. All right, this time we're going to sing it a little bit fast. You think we can sing it fast? Okay, this one's going to have to be for a fast friend. But this fast friend can also be careful. Are you ready? Where is Finn? Where is Finn? Please stand up. Please stand up. Give a little wave. Give a little spin. Please sit down. Please sit down. That is excellent. Wow, we have, how many friends do we have left?
5.
Oh, ready? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Ready? I'm going to whisper this in. Where is Curtis? Where is Curtis? Please stand up. Please stand up. Give a little wave. Give a little spin. Please sit down. Please sit down. Excellent. We're going to whisper this one too. Where is Tyler? Where is Walt? Please stand up. Please stand up. Oh, this friend's feeling a little bit shy. Can we whisper him? Can we whisper, good morning, Wolf? And 1, 2, 3. Good morning, Wolf. We're glad you're here. All right, are you ready? We're going to sing this one just a little bit louder for our friend. Where is Isla? Where is Isla? Please stand up. Please stand up. Give a little wave. Oh, she's feeling a little bit shy. Can we say, good morning, Isla? Good morning, Isla. We're glad you're here. Good morning, friends. I'm so excited. You see, I have a very special friend who's come to visit our classroom from the garden. And here she is.
Bumblebee.
Bumblebee. This is Bumblebee. This is my very good friend, and her name is Honey. And Honey came to visit our classroom. Oh, she's giving herself cleaning. Thank you. Because she wants to tell you about her home, and she wants to tell you about what she gets to do as a bumblebee. Now, where do you think Honey lives? She wants to know if you know.
In a hive.
In a hive. Is that right?
Job, man.
Yes.
Oh, does she think that's right? Yes, she's so excited. That's exactly where she lives. Oh, what's that? Oh, she wants to know if you know what she makes in her hive. What do you think is inside there?
Honey.
Honey. Has anybody tried honey before?
Yeah.
What does honey taste like?
I've tried honeydew.
You tried, oh, honeydew like a melon? Oh, a nice fruit. Actually, bees help fruits to grow too. Have you tried honey? What does honey taste like? Oh, you tried honeydew? Did you know that honey is very sweet? It's very sweet and it's very yummy. Now, I want to know, is my friend Honey, is she an insect? She is. Do you remember what insects need? How many legs do they need to have? 6. Should we count them? Ready? Okay, you got them. Thank you. Ready? We're going to count them together. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She has 6 legs. Does that make her an insect? Yes, but there's also something else. She has 3 separated body parts. 3 different body parts. What's this part right here with her eyes? Oh, can you say that slowly, Finn? Ready? Head. What part is this? Thorax. And what part is this? Abdomen. Thank you, Finn. And how does this bumblebee get around? Does she crawl? She has wings, so she flies. That's right. What do you think these little yellow things are on the top of her head? What are these? Antennas. That's right. Remember, we learned about ants that they use their antennas to talk to each other. And she also has on her head, what does she use to see? 2 eyes. Now, one thing this bumblebee doesn't show us, but she does have, is on the very end of her body, she has something really sharp that she uses to protect herself and to protect her babies. What's it called, Curtis?
Stinger.
A stinger. That's right. Has anybody heard of a bee sting before? Yeah. Has anybody been stung by a bee before?
Yes.
Oh, look. That makes her a little bit sad. Really? How did that? What did it feel like? It kind of hurt, right?
A bee stung me on one foot.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you for sharing. Do you want to know something? Bees can only ever sting somebody one time. Isn't that right? One time. And what's that? Oh, she says it's only when it's very, very serious. Like if somebody's going to come and hurt their hive, or maybe if somebody scares their babies, or if they feel really, really scared. Do you want to know something that's a little bit sad? If bees sting, yeah, that's right. They only sting one time, because if they sting somebody, then the bee doesn't live anymore, right? So they only sting if it's very serious. Did you know that if a bee flies up to you like this, they think that you are a flower? Just a second. They think that you're a flower, so if they see really bright colors that you're wearing, and if they come close to you, if you stand really, really still, the bee won't hurt you. Did you know that? If you stand really, really still, they just want to smell you. They want to know if you're a flower, because they collect pollen. That's right.
Don't see it.
That's right. What would you like to tell us?
If a bee stings, then it hurts and be a statue.
That's true. That's right. So if a bee is by you, you pretend to be a statue. Are you ready? We're going to pretend to be a statue, and Honey is going to fly by you and smell you and see if you're a flower. Are you ready? All right. I'm going to close my eyes. Can you friends stand up? I'm going to close my eyes when we count to 3. Honey's going to help me. I want you to stand as still as you possibly can. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, don't move. She's going to come by and give you a kiss. Oh, if you're not supposed to, you got to stay on your chair. Oh my goodness, look at her. She's so excited. You friends are so nice. She thought that you were wonderful flowers. Thank you.
You gotta stay on your shape, Madeline.
You gotta stay on your shape. All right, now she wants to tell you a special story.
Everyone needs to stay on their shape.
What is on the cover of this story? What do you see?
A bee.
A bee, that's right. Is this a hard book? It is a hard book. It is a hard book. What What is on the back? A bear. What do we call this part? Is this the back? What? Back cover. What's this part? The front cover. Good. Oh, who remembers this part? Good job, Dixon. The spine. That's right. And the spine helps to keep what? Inside. The pages inside. What do the pages have on them? Pictures. And what are these little things up here that we read? What? Words. These friends are so smart. She's so impressed with this class. She can't wait to take this back to her bee school at her hive. So this story is very special. It's called The Honeybee and the Robber. Now she wants to tell you something special. Does anybody remember insects that live together in a place? Do you remember what that's called? It's a very special word. Can you say it with me? It's called a colony. Can you say colony? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Colony. Beautiful. Insects have different jobs in their colony. Thank you, friends. They have different jobs. Do you want to know some of their jobs? There is a special job that's going to be in this book. And there is a special bee that is called a guard bee. Can you put your arms like this and say guard bee? The guard bee helps to protect the hive against anybody who might want to come and take their honey. That's true. They were probably a little bit scared. And then there's the worker bee, which is what honey is. You can use your hand out, okay? I'll listen to you in just a second. And there's the worker bee, which is what honey is. Now, worker bees fly out of the hive and they search for very pretty flowers. They go to the flowers and they collect this yellow dust. What do you think is the yellow dust inside the flower? You can tell me in just a minute. It's called a pollen. Can you say pollen? Pollen. And they collect it on their back legs. These are called little pollen baskets. And they keep them inside. They take that back to their hive and they use that pollen to make honey. So she's a worker bee. She's very, very important in her community or her colony. And there's also someone very, very special. Do you remember who it is? Oh, she says it's the queen bee. The queen bee is the one who lives at the hive and she has all of the babies for them. And then the worker bees take care of the babies and make sure they grow big and strong so that they can become worker bees or guard bees or maybe another queen bee to make another hive. But she wants to tell you about this story because sometimes people come or animals come and they want to have some of the honey. Who do you think you're going to see in this story? Who is this? A bear. What do bears like to eat? Honey, they do. Let's see if the bear gets any honey. All right, I'm going to put you in here so that you can watch, okay? Oops. There we go. All right, let's see here. This book is called The Honeybee and the Robber. Oh my goodness. Oh, Dixon, can you sit crisscross on your bottom? Or can you just sit on your bottom? You don't have to sit crisscross. That's okay. Thank you. Then your friend behind you can see. You can tell me in just a second. In a hive inside an old hollow tree, there lived a honeybee. With her lived many, many other bees. One warm morning, the air was filled with the sweet smell of flowers. The honeybee and her sisters flew out of the hive. There she goes. She's flying. Where do you think she's going? To the flower, that's right, Curtis. The flower opened their petals to welcome the honeybee. Inside each flower was a tiny droplet of nectar. With her long curly tongue, the honeybee sips it up. Can you sip it? Can you go? So yummy. The honeybee flew from flower to flower, gathering nectar. Oh, can you just show me? Can you show me?
Oh, I want to do it.
You can show me just a minute. When I'm done reading this story, it's going to be put in our library so that you can read it later, okay? The honeybee flew from flower to flower, gathering nectar. When she had gathered enough, she started to fly back to the hive. A hungry bird swooped down and tried to catch her, but the honeybee was too quick. When the honeybee was thirsty, she flew to a pond to drink some water. Hungry fish and a hungry frog both tried to catch her, but the honeybee was too quick for them too. Ooh, what's this? A beautiful butterfly. Do you remember what the butterfly started out as? Do you remember?
A caterpillar.
A caterpillar, that's right. And it grew up into a butterfly. Do you remember what that process is called? Remember we learned it? Can you say this word with me? Ready? Metamorphosis. Do you remember? Can you say that again? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Metamorphosis. Very beautiful. You friends are so smart. Then a butterfly fluttered by. Let's play, it said. And together the honeybee and the butterfly danced in the sky. I must go now, said the honeybee after a little while. The baby bees must be fed and honey must be stored. The hive in the old tree was a busy, busy place. Bees were coming and going at the entrance to the hive. Ooh, and at the entrance stood a guard bee. Remember, what does the guard bee do? Does he protect the hive? That's right. You'd better be careful, said the guard bee to the honeybee. They say there's a robber around. Who do you think the robber is? The bear. Let's see if we're right. But the honeybee paid no attention. She crawled past the garden into the hive. Inside were rows and rows of cells made of wax. Some were filled with honey, which the bees love to eat.
Bees are just like her.
Yeah, they are just like her. You're right. She crawled, let's see. The bees had made honey from nectar. Where did you find all this nectar? The other bees asked. Watch me dancing and you'll see, replied the honeybee. And she danced around and around to show them. Do you want to know something special? Just like ants use their antennas to communicate, bees will actually do a special dance. And that tells the other bees where to find honey. Isn't that crazy? Just from a dance, they can know where to find the rest of the honey.
That's so cool.
Oh,
Yeah. It's okay. Don't worry. We'll get a chance to use this. You're doing amazing today, Caroline. Thank you so much. Then she saw the queen bee in another part of the hive. The queen bee was busy laying eggs, 1 egg in each of the cells. Each egg would hatch into a baby bee called a larva. Some of her eggs had already hatched. One larva had just become a full-grown bee. The honeybee was watching the new bee as it crawled out of its cell. Suddenly, she heard a terrible noise. Grr, grr, a robber, cried the honeybee. Who do you think it is? A bear, that's right. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh no. It was a bear trying to break in and steal the honey. Grr, it growled as he scratched at the tree. The guard bee hadn't seen him, but the honeybee had. Out flew the little honeybee and stung the bear right on the nose. Ouch! Yelled the bear.
hey.
Uh-oh.
It stung the bear because bears love honey.
You do love honey. And ouch, howled the bear again as more bees rushed out to sting the honey robber.
Another owl.
That's right,
It's
there's
on
an
the
owl.
bottom.
Yeah, you're right. That's where the hive is. Let's see. And the bear ran away as fast as he could. The queen, the eggs, the larvae, the bees, and the honey were safe again. In the hive, inside the old hollow tree, all was quiet. It was time to rest. Tomorrow would be another busy day. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, honey, for coming to visit our classroom. She wants to know if you can remember any of the jobs the bees did. What would you like to tell us, Madeline?
That bee said if a bee stings you, then you'll go back to the hive.
Oh, they might. They might maybe if they don't have too big of an owl. That's right. Really? That one looks like a scratch from outside, maybe. I don't know. So do you remember, what was the guard bee's job? What did he do? He protected the hive. Oh, she's so proud of you for remembering. What about the worker bee? Oh, she's so excited because this is what she is. What does the worker bee do? Do you remember? The worker bee flies out, and what does it visit?
Another bee.
Maybe another bee. That's right, to tell them where they can find honey by doing her special dance. What about flowers? Do they visit flowers?
Yeah.
Yes, and what did she suck up from inside? Well,
Nectar.
nectar. Good job for remembering. So nectar and pollen are very, very important. When she goes to different flowers, the pollen will fall off in another flower, and it'll be called something called pollination, and that will help more flowers to grow. It will help to make seeds. And remember who's very important that lives in the hive. She's the one who has all the eggs. Do you remember what she's called? The queen bee. That's right. And when the babies are born, they're called something really silly. They look kind of like this. They're called larvae. Can you say larva? Isn't that silly? The larva will grow up just a little bit to look something like this. Doesn't that look kind of like an alien? It does. Isn't that interesting? And then it will grow into a full-grown bee, just like Honey. Now, Honey would love to say goodbye to you friends before we start doing our art and our math time, but she wants to know if you remember, how many legs does she have?
1, 2, 6.
6. Ready? Can we count together? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Oh, so close, so close. Good practicing, my friends. All right, can you friends stand up so she can say goodbye? Can you do your statue so that she can say goodbye to you? Thank you for being so nice to her. All right, ready? Stand really, really still. I'm going to close my eyes and count to 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, good job. Here she comes. Oh, she's going to come and give you a kiss. Oh, and thank you. All right, she's gonna say bye. Can you friends say bye, Honey? Bye, Honey. You'll get to hug her. She's so nice. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Miss Catherine, would you like to put out the names just for these ones? And I'll start sending them over. Yeah, thank you so very much. All right. You friends are doing such a great job. You friends sat so nicely. I cannot tell you how impressed I am with you. So we're going to be practicing numbers in our next activity. Thank you, Kelly. So we're going to be counting as our way to go and find our names today. Does anybody remember that number?
1.
1. Can you show me on your fingers? What does it look like?
1.
1. That's like 1 toy, or 1 candy, or 1 book, or 1 friend. I'm going to pick 1 friend to go and find their name in just a minute. What comes next? 1, 2. 2. Great counting.
I said 2.
Yes, I heard you. That was wonderful. 1, 2, 3. Is that how old some of you friends are? You're doing such a wonderful job. You're 3. Who else is 3? You're 3. You're 3. You're 3. Isla, are you 3 yet? You will be 3. You're 3. Cooper will be 3 soon. What about you, Wolf? Are you 3? You're 4. You're going to be 4 very soon, huh? Let's see what comes next. Can you count with me?
1, 2, 3, go!
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see what comes next. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brilliant job. You friends are so smart. What comes next? Who knows? 6. Good job, Dixon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very good. Good job. Beautiful. 5, 6, 7. You remember. Oh, we're almost ready. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ready? We're going to count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 looks kind of like a snowman. Right? Isn't that silly if we gave him some eyes and a nose and a mouth? And maybe a little hat. And a scarf. No, he's a snowman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, guess what? I'm going to take 1 friend to go and find their name that's hidden on the table. So it might be with Miss Edna, or it might be on the 2 activities that Miss Catherine has to do. Killian, can you go find your name? Now I'm going to pick 2 friends. Cooper, can you go find your name? Nadon, can you go find your name? Mommy's coming, yes. All right, now I'm gonna pick 3 friends. Finn and Dixon and I like go Denise. And now I'm going to pick 3 more friends. Wolf, Cooper, Curtis. Can I help? Curtis, go potty, Curtis.
You made it lick it.
You found your name. It's
You want to draw a picture? Yeah, you want to draw a picture for me? Okay. Oh, you want to draw on here? Okay. Makes you feel better. Draw mommy in her favorite dress that you like.
No, 4. Well, that's 3 right now. You're missing